Hello everyone, welcome to the Dawg House here in Dresden for some MVL basketball here on a Tuesday night. Will Ford here live with Storied Rivals on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks so much for being here for some MVL basketball, a showdown between the top two teams in the MVL last year. The champion Maysville Panthers are visiting the Tri-Valley Scotties. So the defending MVL champion Panthers, outstanding season last year, unbelievable year. As well as the Scotties. Both teams won a district championship. Both teams made it to the Sweet 16. Maysville is coming off of one of their best seasons, probably their best season in program history. They split last year. Maysville won the first meeting 57-46 at Maysville, and Tri-Valley defeated unbeaten Maysville at the time 54-52 at the Dawg House on January 27th later on in the season. And now it's their first matchup of the year tonight. But thanks for joining us here with Storied Rivals on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Will Ford here once again for some MVL basketball here on a Tuesday night. But welcome here to the Dawg House and Rich Longenberger Court. We'll have the national anthem and player introductions here in a moment. Highlighting the start of the year for the Maysville Panthers, Alex Bobb eclipsed 1,000 points, and we'll talk more about that here in a moment after the national anthem. And now we'll have some player introductions, and we'll get going here at Rich Longenberger Court, the Dawg House here in Dresden. Thanks again for joining us here live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter for MVL basketball here in December. And I'm sure schools are just about letting out for the holiday season. Christmas coming up in just under a week's time. Happy holidays, everyone, and hope everyone travels safely to wherever you're going, or hope family travels safely to you wherever you're having Christmas this year. But more on Alex Bobb and the Maysville Panthers. The Panthers are 3-1 this season, and Alex Bobb is having an incredible start to the year through 4 games. In the first game of the year against Bishop Rosecrans, started off with a bang, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists in a 72-38 win. And from that first game on, I mean, he's really set the tone for this Maysville Panthers team, especially offensively. He's averaging 24.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists, almost 3 steals per game as well. So not only is he dominant offensively, but he's jumping in passing lanes and stepping up defensively with a lot of pressure. And this Maysville Panthers team, they shoot a lot of three-pointers. They run and jump. They shoot threes more than anyone in the MVL. And Alex Bobb shoots at a 37% clip from deep. And his field goal percentage, 47.5%. He's shooting lights out to start the season. And they're taking on a Tri-Valley team that's a little bit more balanced offensively. Just think back to years past. At least in my opinion, it felt like Tri-Valley was led offensively by maybe 1 or 2 players, kind of like a Luke Lyle a couple years ago. But now they're a little bit more balanced. They have 3 players that are averaging 10 points a game: Noah Nichols, Terrell Darden, and Max Lyle. Max Lyle is the leading scorer, 15.6 points per game. Terrell Darden, 10.6. Noah Nichols, 10 points per game. So 3 guys averaging 10. It's balanced. In their last game against Philo, 10 different players hit the scoring column. And that just proves my point, the offensive balance that they show. But really the brand of basketball that Tri-Valley plays is play excellent defense, line up in the correct position schematically, and you force turnovers, you get out in transition. That's where they do their damage, is on the run, on the move, and scoring quickly. Don't want to operate too much in the half-court sets, although they are, like I said, still efficient in doing so. And I talked to head coach Todd McLaughlin earlier in the week on our new podcast, our High School Hoops podcast, Jump Street, and he said, during practice we don't work a whole lot on offense. It's defense, and it's getting out in transition, and we control our effort defensively, and the offense takes care of itself. But this should be a great matchup here tonight. Some December basketball in the MVL. The top 2 in the MVL last year, and Tri-Valley starts out with the basketball. Max Lyle has it up top. Now they'll swing it out to the left corner. Nichols has it, now over to the right side, driving, spinning, double team, a kick out for 3. Nichols, short, off the front of the rim. Alex Bobb collects the rebound, and he'll go the other way. Crossover, jump stop, and he's fouled. And that foul on Terrell Darden, his first, the team's first. 30 seconds off the clock in this first quarter here in Dresden, and Maysville will take it out underneath into Bob, looking to drive baseline. He slips, and he's out of bounds. No foul called. Good job defensively by Darden, and it'll be Tri-Valley basketball the other way. Lyle will inbound. Maysville opening up defensively in a full court press, man pressure. They'll back off a little bit. Darden will bring it up. Getting in the passing lane, knocking it out of bounds. Jordan Watson, excellent job stepping up with pressure. Lyle inbounds to Brady Kaufman, who will dribble it past the timeline. Swing it to the left. Driving middle, spinning, kicking out to Darden, lines up a 3, knocks it down. Tri-Valley draws first blood in this MVL matchup. 3-0 Scotties. A minute gone by in the first quarter. Bob on the left wing. Panthers go back door. Baseline, dump it into Bob. Great pressure defensively, forcing a missed shot. And now Tri-Valley will run to Darden. Lyle, left-handed 3-ball, almost banks it in from the corner. Offensive rebound and a putback. Noah Nichols puts Tri-Valley up 5 in the early going. 6:30 left in the first quarter. Another steal off the trap. Darden drives, floats it in. 7-0. What a start for the Scotties. Here's Bob, picks up his dribble, now swings to the right. Student section on their feet early here in Dresden. Bob has it up top. Will drive right, spin, pump fake, dump it inside, now to the corner. Maysville, a 3-ball, it's short. Missed by Watson, and now Darden will bring it up the floor. Eric Neal picked up the rebound. Darden swings to the right. Nichols has it. Now to Neal. Neal trying to play bully ball. A little wild with the basketball, and it's out of bounds off Maysville, a deflection. Now underneath, Lyle will inbound. It's fitting that Lyle's passing the basketball as he's the quarterback on the Tri-Valley team that made it to the second round of the playoffs this season. Excellent year. Darden has it, drives, Tough shot, and he's fouled. He'll have 2 shots at the free throw line. And that foul on number 23, Kane Roig. 5:20 remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 Scotties, now 8-0 off the swished free throw from Darden. Darden has 6 of Tri-Valley's 8 points to start. Darden misses the second. Offensive rebound, no, it's ripped away by Maysville, but throws it out of bounds immediately. The ball landed in my lap, and Maysville is going to call a timeout. Down 8-0, just under 3 minutes gone by here in this first period. What a start for the Scotties, forcing multiple turnovers. Terrell Darden in on the action. 6 points, 6 of Tri-Valley's 8. And Darden, I mean, he's averaging 10.6 points per game. He's got 60% of his season average already. And Alex Bobb, the 24.5 point per game scorer, 1,000-point scorer in his career. Yet to get anything going for the Panthers. Side out for Tri-Valley and an inbound to Kaufman. Kaufman swings to Lyle on the left side. Tri-Valley's leading scorer, and a bad pass to Eric Neal. Now in transition, Bob with the steal, and the reverse layup is good with the right hand. First points on the board for the Panthers. Now Tri-Valley breaks that press easily, now runs. Eric Neal lines up a left wing 3. That's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Wesley Armstead. Armstead will drive middle, jump stop, floated up off the back of the rim, and soaring in for the rebound, but out of bounds. Off his hands, Jordan Watson flew in for that board. Couldn't quite corral it. Maysville again showing full court pressure, but they're going to back off. Here's Darden with the basketball. 4:25 remaining in the first quarter. It's 8-2 Tri-Valley. A pass out to the left, now to the corner. It's Lyle. He'll swing to Darden. Back to the corner, Nichols spinning. Jump stopping, and is stolen by Maysville. Here's Armstead. Pulls it out, Watson. And now to Alex Bobb, back to Watson. He'll drive right, spin back towards the middle. Armstead driving right, picks up his dribble, dumps it down low, and a layup. Rohrig with the basket. 8-4. Here's Lyle on the left wing, and a blocking foul is called. Armstead was in position. Coach Dave Brown thought it was a charge, didn't get the call. And it's going to be a foul on Maysville. And we'll have some subs come in. Eric Neal will take a seat for Tri-Valley. Rurig will sit down for Maysville. Lyle inbounds it to Kaufman. Now driving middle, picking up the dribble, back out to Darden. Kaufman swings to Lyle. Lyle shoots a 3 and is short and out of bounds. Maysville basketball. Dave Brown's fired up for the Panthers. They were down 8-0. Answer with 4 points. Trail by 4 with 3:10 remaining in the first quarter. Great pressure by Nichols. In transition, lays it up with the left hand, stealing it off of Gator Nichols. Bob will bring it up the floor now, guarded by Darden up top. Crossover, gets to the lane, and he's fouled before the shot. No, they're going to say he was in the shooting motion, so Alex Bob will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. I thought they were going to call that on the floor before the shot, but little continuation. 2 free throws for Alex Bob. Alex Bob is shooting almost 92% from the free throw line this season. Misses the first one, though. A rare miss from Bob. Eric Neal will check in for Nichols. Bob hits the second. 10-5, Tri-Valley leading. And now full court pressure again. Terrell Darden, guarded by Bob, will bring it up the floor. Kaufman's double, dumps it down low. Neal misses the shot off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Watson, but it's stolen by the Scotties. Devin Crane with the takeaway. And now lining up a 3 off the back of the rim, missed by Darden, and a rebound by Gator Nichols. 2:10 remaining in the first quarter. Bob, pull up 3. Too strong. Rebound by Kaufman. They'll cross midcourt to Lyle, left wing. Nice pass to Eric Neal. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Eric Neal. Driving his knee into the chest of the defender. Excellent job by the Panther defense getting in position. 1:49 remaining in the first period. It's 10-5. Scotty's out in front. Alex Bob will take the inbound, and Lyle's going to pick up full court. Now he'll back off. Bob has 3 of Maysville's 5. He'll step back for 3. Falls to the ground, and he missed it. Out of bounds, possession stays with Maysville. Bob's going to tie his shoe and get back up, but a cold start for Alex Bob to start this game. Nichols will inbound underneath. Throws it into Bob to the corner. Armstead will kick now to Bob at the top of the key. Jabs, pulls up from the left elbow, knocks it down, 10-7. Eric Neal in the corner for Tri-Valley. Picks up his dribble to Nichols, drives left to the left wing, now to the baseline. Devin Crane. Good defense by Maysville. Dumps it down low. Wide open layups missed. Daniel Huffman a little too wide open. And now Maysville will slow it down. 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. Tri-Valley raced out to an 8-0 lead, and now a 7-2 run the last few minutes here for the Panthers. 26 seconds. Bob, of course, with the basketball to close the quarter. They're looking to play for the last shot of the first. Crossover. No help comes. Layup was off the glass and no good. Rebound Neal. They throw it ahead to Lyle. 9 seconds. Lyle spins, throws it up with the right hand, off the glass, no good. And there was still 3 seconds remaining. And Landon Iden threw it out of bounds. He was chucking it full court thinking there was only a second left. So Tri-Valley gets the ball with 1 second. Throwing it deep is Max Lyle, and he was looking for Nichols, and that's incomplete, and that'll end the first quarter. Tri-Valley 8-0 start, but Maysville fires back. It's 10-7 after 1. We'll step aside briefly here live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and we'll be back at the Dawg House here in a moment. Welcome back to the Dawg House, everyone. 10-7, the score after 1 quarter of play. Alex Bob was cold to start, but has 5 of Maysville's 7 to end the first quarter. Terrell Darden has 6 of Tri-Valley's 10. Maysville will start the second quarter with the basketball. Here's Nichols, picks up his dribble. Now over to Bob on the right wing. Guarded by Lyle. Bob slips, kicks it to Wesley Armstead. Darden on him. Armstead drives, loses the ball, and it's off of Darden out of bounds. Looking to set up a play inside for Bob. They can't find him. Now here's Gator Nichols spinning. Thought he walked with the basketball, but no call. 2 officials looking at it. They didn't make the call. Here's Bob, and there's going to be a reach-in foul. Devin Crane reached in. Or I'm sorry, that was Noah Nichols who reached in for Tri-Valley. So a side out for the Panthers into Armstead. Almost a minute gone by in this second quarter. Armstead drives and is blocked by Darden. Out of bounds. Maysville retains possession. Nichols will inbound to Bob in the left corner. And now a deep 3 from the left wing is off the front of the rim, missed by Nichols. Eric Neal with a strong defensive rebound. And now Darden looks to push. Running the left side to the corner. Nichols knocks a man down, misses the layup. The tip is no good. And a rebound by Maysville on the ground. Who's going to come out with it? They're going to call a timeout for Maysville. I'm not sure anyone had possession, but they're going to award the timeout to the Panthers, and there are some fans who are not happy with that call. So Maysville gets the timeout, a full timeout, as it's 10-7 still, early second quarter. So a little bit of tension here early, but Maysville had the ball offensively, maybe got away with a travel. And then they're awarded the timeout down here, so the whistle favoring the Panthers early on in this second quarter, but Tri-Valley nonetheless still holds the lead. Tri-Valley, they're 4-1 this season, and if you look at their schedule, they lost their first game of the year to St. Francis de Sales 63-53. That was back on December 1st. And de Sales hit their first 8, or not hit their first 8, but hit 8 3-pointers in that first half. Tri-Valley adjusted, made it a game in the second half, but still lost by double digits as we're back underway here in this second quarter. 6:45 on the clock. Alex Bob, ball is deflected, but it stays with Maysville. Now it's a turnover. Darden's pressured, though, and almost loses it out of bounds. Armstead with great defensive pressure, but gambles, misses. Now down to Eric Neal, faces up. Missed some guys in the lane, now throws it in there, and a layup is good. Keaton Hahn off the bench, his first basket. And now Hahn will pick up Gator Nichols. Now Bob has it. Pulls up for three. Short. Eric Neal the rebound, and he's fouled. That's the one thing Coach Brown won't be happy with, his fouls 90 feet away from the basket. But now the Panthers will line up in full court pressure. Inbound to Neal. And they'll back off on Darden as he walks it across the timeline. Neal on the right wing. Dumps it down to Lyle. The spin. Pivots. Throws it up with the right hand and misses. Rebound to Keaton Hahn. Darden drives. Down to Nichols. Lays it in. Noah Nichols makes it 14-7 for the Scotties. Nice screen by Alex Bob, but Max Lyle with the block. 2-on-1. Lyle misses, and the tip is good by Nichols. Soaring in on the offensive glass. Almost 3 minutes gone by in this second period. It's 16-7 Tri-Valley. Bob fakes the pull-up, almost travels. Wesley Armstead goes baseline, dumps it inside. Looking for a three in the key, they didn't call it. Bob, a deep three, that's good. Silences the crowd momentarily. 16-10, Darden pushes. Eric Neal has it. Looking to find somebody, finds Nichols. Dumps it into Darden. Excuse me, not Darden, but Keaton Hahn for his second basket. Alex Bob, the drive and the finish, no foul, but a tough drive, and Dave Brown wants a call, didn't get it. But a tough drive. Coach Brown is heated. Here's Keaton Hahn on the right wing. Lyle yet to score. And a timeout called by Todd McLaughlin and the Tri-Valley Scotties. Dave Brown is really heated, yelling at these officials, but these officials not blinking. And now they're going to talk back and forth. But a timeout on the floor by the Tri-Valley Scotties. Score 18-12. Halfway through the second quarter. Again, the first matchup of the year between these two teams. And back to Tri-Valley's schedule, they lost to DeSales in the first game of the year, where DeSales made 8 3-pointers in the first half. And Tri-Valley hit almost no 3-pointers. They did not shoot the ball very well, nor did they defend the three very well. But since then, 4 straight wins against Licking Valley, Crooksville, John Glenn, and Philo. And they're averaging 72 points per game during their 4-game win streak. Out of the timeout, Lyle inbounds to Nichols. Hand it back to Lyle. Now here's Kaufman on the left wing. Keaton Hahn, 2 baskets in this second quarter, drives, finds nothing. Eric Neal gets doubled, almost a steal. Max Lyle lines up a three, and that's good. Lyle's first basket. He's a righty quarterback, but a lefty shooter. Bob, fadeaway jumper, right elbow is good. Bob starting to find his flow now. 3:25 remaining in the half. 21-14, the Scotties lead by 7. And the Scotties have led throughout this game. Eric Neal gets triple teams in the post. Keaton Hahn, right wing, rattles out. Offensive rebound, Nichols. It's stolen by Bob, and Wesley Armstead comes out with it. Now stolen by Kaufman. Nichols with the basketball again. Kaufman to Lyle. Jabs and drives right towards the middle of the paint. Now to Nichols up top. They'll slow down momentarily. Lyle looking into the lane to Neal, who's posting up. They dump it down to him. Neal gets doubled, spins left. Fade away off the glass. That's Eric Neal's first basket, but he's been very active in this first half. 23-14, Scotty's 2:30 remaining. Bob drives straight baseline, almost stolen. Here's Armstead. They're going to call a foul on Keaton Hahn. McLaughlin was looking for maybe a jump ball, but Hahn was over the back, reaching around. Crane and Darden check back in. Lyle and Neal will sit down. Nichols dumps it into Bob down low, posting up. Now backs it out. Bob loses it, gets it back. Tipped and stolen. A steal by Nichols. And now a steal by Maysville. Trading turnovers. And once again, it's just a push at this point. Who wants the basketball? I'm not sure. Keaton Hahn has it. 2 minutes remaining in the half. And that's knocked out of bounds by Wesley Armstead. Both teams are active in the passing lane. Immense defensive pressure. Max Lyle, a quick breather for him. He'll come in for Keaton Hahn. Keaton Hahn, a nice second quarter. 2 baskets. Darden. Over to Lyle, left wing 3. That's off the right side of the rim. And a rebound by Nichols, and there's a foul called, and it looks like it's going to be on Tri-Valley. Wow. I thought that was going to be staying down here, but they're going to call that on Nichols. That's Nichols' second foul of the game. Nichols and Darden both have 2 fouls. Todd McLaughlin wants to talk that over with the officials. Here's Gator Nichols with the basketball. 1:45 remaining in the second quarter. To the corner, Watson for 3. That's well short. Eric Neal the bound. Now Darden gets doubled. Throws it ahead. Now spinning off the glass. Banking it home. Devin Crane. Gator Nichols gets pushed. They don't call a foul there. 117. Bob loses it on the floor. That's Darden. Now to Lyle. To Kaufman, and that's going to be off of Watson, I believe. And it's going to stay with Tri-Valley. It looks like it, yes. .110. 70 ticks remaining in the first half. Terrell Darden will take a seat. Very good first half for Darden. Eric Neal takes the inbound. Gets doubled. Looking back door, there's nothing there. Dumps it down to Lyle, and Lyle can't corral it, and it's out of bounds. A little too much sizzle on that pass. Under a minute remaining in the half. Alex Bob will walk it up the floor. Trailing by 11, 25-14. Bob is picked off. It's Kaufman running the other way. It's a 3-on-2, dumping it in. Keaton Hahn missed the layup. Out of bounds, staying with Tri-Valley. Needs to use the left hand there, brother. Left hand, left side. Went up with the right hand, didn't quite have the angle. 39 seconds into Neal. Neal will hand it off to Lyle. Now Keaton Hahn in the corner. Loses it momentarily, gets it back, drives to Neal. 25 seconds. Neal will go middle. Doesn't travel. Shoots it, misses. Hahn will rebound. And he's fouled. Pushed underneath. 15 ticks remaining. And Keaton Hahn will go to the free throw line. Nylon for Hahn on the first free throw. 5 points in this first half off the bench. 12-point lead for the Dawgs. Second one is good as well. Maysville will play for the last shot, 15 seconds. Bob with 7. Still top of the key, guarded by Lyle, looking for a 3-ball, pulls up, off the rim, and that will do it for the first half of play here at the Dawg House in Dresden. Tri-Valley at 4-1 on the season, 4-game win streak. This MVL showdown leads 27-14. Maysville at 3-1. They have not had a lead in this game. And we'll go to halftime, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. We'll have some messages from those who sponsor what we do throughout the year, our highlight videos, our live streams, all of our other projects here live on Storied Rivals, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us. Will Ford will be back here in about 6, 7, 8-ish minutes to get you ready for the second half of play here in Dresden between the Tri-Valley Scotties and the Maysville Panthers. MVL basketball here on Storied Rivals.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
In the Army National Guard, my part-time service lets me serve close to home, keep a full-time job, and earn money for school. I really can have it all in the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
In the Army National Guard, my part-time service lets me serve close to home, keep a full-time job, and earn money for school. I really can have it all in the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Welcome back to the Dawg House here in Dresden, Tri-Valley High School for MVL basketball here. Well, it would help if I turned up my volume. That's probably a lot better. You can probably hear me. Welcome back to the Dawg House here in Dresden, Tri-Valley High School for some MVL basketball here on a Tuesday night in December, a week before Christmas. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope you all have a safe holiday. People traveling all over. Had our first bit of snow this week, which was exciting, but can also got to be cautious at the same time. But we've got a good one here at Rich Longaberger Court, 27-14, Tri-Valley in front. 4-game win streak for the Scotties, and if they keep playing the way they did in the first half, it'll be a 5-game win streak. 8-0 run to start the game for the Scotties. Then Maysville battled back, but Tri-Valley pulled away again in the second quarter, and they lead by double digits, 13 points going into this third quarter. Leading the way scoring for Tri-Valley is Terrell Darden with 5 points, and he had 5 of Tri-Valley's first 8 points. Noah Nichols with 4, Keaton Hahn with 4. Max Lyle had a quiet first half, hit a 3 in the second quarter to get going. And for Maysville, most of the scoring is, of course, done by Alex Bobb. 7 points in the second quarter for the Panthers to kind of keep them within striking distance here. The way they shoot the basketball, 13-point deficit is not much for them. But the Scotties will start the second half with the basketball. Alex Bobb has 9. Now here's Eric Neal over to the left wing. Now Darden, who has 6 points, excuse me, not 5. I said 5 a few minutes ago. He has 6 points in this game. He scored 6 of Tri-Valley's first 8 points. Neal down on the post, gets doubled. Lots of contact down there, misses 2 shots off his own rebound, and Brady Kaufman creates another second chance opportunity, and he's fouled. On the floor, though, so the ball will be taken out underneath. Inbound to Nichols, who has 4 points. Kaufman in the corner, dribbles over to the left wing. Now Darden down low. Nichols strong to the rim but misses. Rebound Watson. Maysville pushes. Now here's Alex Bobb. Wesley Armstead walks into a 3. Swish! Armstead makes it a 10-point game. A minute gone by in this third quarter. Now some pressure. Darden crosses midcourt to the corner. Eric Neal looking for Nichols down low. Bullies his way inside. Pump fakes and puts it in. Soft touch from Nichols after lowering the shoulder. Back to a 12-point game. 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Down low, Gator Nichols is bodied up by Kaufman, and they're going to call a violation on Maysville. 5 seconds. Tri-Valley basketball. Darden picked up by Bobb, full court. Darden will drive right. No one comes out to help. Easy drive to the basket and a too small Selly. That's cold from Terrell Darden. Back to a 14-point game. Armstead, who just hit the three-pointer a few moments ago from Maysville, dumps it inside, and it's off the feet of Rurig. Maysville a little sloppy with the basketball to start the third quarter. Neal takes the inbound, and now over to Kaufman. Kaufman yet to score in this one, but is directing traffic offensively. Eric Neal flashes to the ball left wing. Pushed out by Rurig, and Rurig with the foul.
Substitution for the Panthers, number 20, Cade Rock.
Cade Rock will check in for Maysville, number 20, as Lyle inbounds to Noah Nichols. Picked up by Watson. Now Darden. Watson switches on to him. Darden drives right, pulls back. Behind the back to Eric Neal. Darden cuts to the lane, floats it up and in. Terrell Darden in double figures with 10. Alex Bobb now will drive, and he's fouled on the drive by Brady Kaufman. Out underneath. 5 minutes on the clock in the third quarter. Watson now to the left wing. Armstead driving right. The lefty gets doubled. Nice find on the left block. Cade Rock. Darden doubled now to the corner. Neal looking into the post. Will dribble out of the corner. Nichols. Back to Kaufman. Guarded by Gator Nichols. Kaufman drives. Pump fakes to the corner. Max Lyle for three. Rattles out. Offensive rebound. Kaufman. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. No shot. Devin Crane checking in for the Scotties. Eric Neal will take a seat. Darden goes through two screens to Kaufman. Darden cuts. Little bit of body. Misses off the front of the rim. Nichols can't get the offensive rebound. Armstead comes out with it. He'll race left, cross over to the right, and a left-handed layup and a foul. Wesley Armstead to the free throw line for a potential three-point play. 33-21, third quarter, halfway through it. Neal, a quick drink, quick breather, checks in for Darden. Darden in double figures with 10. Eric Neal, extremely active on the boards. Armstead, three-point play. 11-point game, 33-22. Pressure, deflection. Tri-Valley keeps the basketball. Max Lyle in the left corner crosses over, drives, and now a turnover. Gator Nichols with the steal. It's 2-on-3 to the left corner. Alex Bobb, short. Long rebound to Noah Nichols. Kaufman slows down. Lyle to Nichols, cutting, and mishandling the pass was Brady Kaufman. He had a layup. If he catches that basketball, was looking to go up with it before he had it in his hands. Dave Brown calls Georgetown for this offensive set. We'll see what they run. Bob to the right wing. Gator Nichols drives back to Bob. One dribble pull up. Bang. Timeout, Dave Brown and the Maysville Panthers as they cut it within 10, 33-24. The lead was 14 coming out of the half. Now Maysville's done a really nice job cutting this back to a 9-point game within 10. .318 remaining in the third. Alex Bob has 14 points to lead all scorers. Noah Nichols with 10. Terrell Darden with 10. Devin Crane will bring it up for the Dogs. A little bit of pressure, getting it to Lyle. Eric Neal spots up in the corner, pump fakes, now spinning. Down low to Nichols, to the right corner. Eric Neal, 3-ball, short, long rebound. Alex Bob corrals it, and he'll bring it up the floor. 2:50 remaining in the third. Bob picks up his dribble to the left corner. 3-ball, off the back iron. Rebound Nichols. Lyle ahead to Kaufman. Reverse layup in transition. The Scotties back up 11 points. Here's Armstead with 6 points. To the right elbow, to the corner. Watson drives. Back out, up top. Armstead for 3. Yes! Wesley Armstead from downtown, and it's an 8-point game. Approaching 2 minutes remaining in the third. Lyle loses the ball, doesn't travel, the refs say. Tons of pressure from the Panther defense. Down low, Neal is fouled by Watson. 1:56 remaining in the third. Panther coach Dave Brown heated beside me, looking for a travel. Neal misses the first free throw as Cohen Fink will check in for the Panthers, and Jordan Watson will get a breather. Neal at the stripe. 1 for 2. Keaton Hahn comes in for Neal. And the Tri-Valley student section has been standing all game, I feel like. Armstead. Some big shots in the second and third quarter. He drives, dumps it down low, goes between the legs of his teammate. Now to the left corner, Armstead has it. Driving to the corner, 3-ball, air ball. Bob the rebound, dumps it to Armstead, who is fouled. That shot missed by Cade Rock. Tri-Valley wasn't prepared for the air ball, and Alex Bob read it, dumped it down to Armstead. Armstead with 2 free throws, and Armstead a chance to get into double figures. And he airballs the first free throw. And the Tri-Valley student section letting him hear it. 90 seconds remaining in the third. Armstead true on the second. 8-point game. Scotties in front, and the Scotties have led throughout. Swinging it to the corner, around the horn. Skip pass to the right side for 3. Keaton Hahn. Back to 11 with 65 seconds remaining in the third. Alex Bob, hesitation, drive left, pump fake, fade away, short, rebound, Tri-Valley. Throwing it ahead, Max Lyle. Off the glass with the right hand, missing. Nichols misses the putback dunk attempt. And now Maysville will come out of it. 45 seconds. We'll see if they hold for the last shot or if they run a play. Bob, wide open for 3. Rattles it home. Alex Bob with 17, 30 seconds remaining, 39-31. 25 ticks, Keaton Hahn guarded by Armstead on the right wing. Dumping it down to the post, Alex Bob fighting for the loose ball. Tri-Valley comes away with it, and it's going to be a charge called on Noah Nichols. 17 seconds remaining in the third. Nichols will take a seat. That's his third foul, I believe. Eric Neal comes back in for this last possession, likely of the third quarter. Alex Bob with the basketball, leading all scorers with 17 points. Just rattled home a three on the last possession. 9 seconds for Bob. Bobbing, weaving, pulling up, knocking it down! Alex Bob for three and a steal. Armstead, but does not get a shot off in time. But 39-34 going into the fourth quarter. Alex Bob back-to-back threes and has 20 points as we go into the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 30 seconds for the fourth quarter of play here at the Dawg House. We've got a good one here in Dresden. Just enough time to catch my breath. Goodness gracious, what a sequence to close the third quarter for the Maysville Panthers. Trailing by as much as 14. Clawing back, Alex Bob back-to-back threes to close the third. And he has 20 points, 20 of Maysville's 34. And if we go back to last year's matchups, Maysville won the first 57-46. Tri-Valley got the best of the Panthers in the second one, 54-52. And that one last year was action-packed and a thriller. Now we're underway in quarter number 4. This is turning out to be an early season instant classic in the MVL. Armstead pulls it back, short on the three. Loose ball, who's coming out with it? They're gonna call a jump ball, and it goes to Tri-Valley. Eric Neal comes out with it, but the possession arrow favors the Scotties. Darden throws it ahead. Crane on the right wing, looking to find somebody. Loses the basketball out of bounds. Lyle went back door and didn't know the ball was coming. Little miscommunication. Jordan Watson will check back in for Cohen Fink. Noah Nichols coming in for Crane, and Crane will sit down after the turnover. Nichols and Darden have 10 for Tri-Valley. Here's Alex Bob, hot third quarter, spins into the lane and gets hammered, and will go to the free throw line for 2. Alex Bob, it's takeover time.
The Panthers and the foul line, Alex Bob will have 2 shots.
Rattles home the first free throw, does Alex Bob. 7:18 remaining in the game, so just under a minute gone by in the fourth. And a timeout called by Tri-Valley, 30-second timeout. So we'll stay right here. If you're just tuning in live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you've missed out on a pretty good game so far. Tri-Valley has led throughout. They raced out to an 8-0 lead. Maysville came back, made it 10-7. And then Tri-Valley Ended the first half on a run, led by 14 points. Led by 14, 10 to 14 throughout most of the third, but then Maysville and Alex Bob went on a run late in the third quarter. Last couple of minutes, back-to-back threes, made it a 5-point game. And now here we are, a 2-possession game with Alex Bob at the free throw line for 2 shots. A chance to make it 37, 1 shot for Alex Bob, and he knocks it down. So 39-36, 1-possession game, and a minute gone by in this fourth quarter. Here's Darden to Neal, to Lyle, to the corner. Now a skip to Darden. Gator Nichols guarding him. Neal in the corner. Nichols finds Hahn, backs it out, lays it up, and one. Keaton Hahn. Back to a 5-point game. Keaton Hahn with 11 for the Scotties. Make it 12 off the front of the rim, off the board and in. 6-point lead for Tri-Valley. Alex Bob, pull-up jumper. Brick, offensive rebound, down to Gator Nichols, to Watson. Armstead will drive baseline, and now they'll swing it around. Nichols for 3. Too strong, another offensive board, and a turnover. Coach Brown wanted a tip, doesn't get the call. Darden brings it up the floor for the Scotties. 6:19 remaining in the game. Keaton Hahn on a heater right now. Off the bench in double figures. Neal lines up a 3 and misses that one. Alex Bob the rebound and races ahead. Looking, driving, cradling the basketball. Up top, Gator Nichols for 3. Bang! Maysville cuts it to 3. And that's Gator Nichols' first points of the ball game. Couldn't have picked a better time. Alex Bob with the steal. Armstead drives, almost puts that one down, and it's a rebound by Evan. Neal gets doubled and kicks it ahead to Nichols. Now Terrell Darden will walk the ball up the floor. Almost 3 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Lyle to the corner. Gets the basketball back, and another steal by Alex Bob. Bob is flexing offensively and defensively in this game. Armstead kicks to Nichols, and he is fouled by Keaton Hahn. And that's Keaton Hahn's 4th foul, so he'll likely take a seat. And they're going to keep him in the game. No, they're not. Devin Crane will check in for him. Brady Kaufman will come in as well. Armstead off the inbound to Nichols. Thought about a 3. Now hands off to Bob. Bob will drive right. Off the glass, strong finish. Alex Bob with 24 for the Panthers, and it's a 1-point game halfway through this fourth quarter. Driving is Darden, and he is fouled and one. The hoop and the harm for Terrell Darden, and this place is loud. Back to a 3-point lead for the Dawgs. Cade Rock checks back in for Maysville. And Terrell Darden with his first points in a minute. Big spot, big hoop, and now a big-time free throw to make this a two-possession game. Nothing but nylon. 45-41 with 4:20 remaining. Armstead up top, trying to hand it off to Bob, but can't. Armstead drives. Wild shot is no good off the glass. Another steal by Alex Bob. Nichols for three. 1 point game. Wesley Armstead knocks that one out of bounds. The Panther defense in full flow. Lyle inbounds to Darden. Intensity personified in this gym right now. This feels like a game for the MVL championship. And it's the 6th game of the season for Tri-Valley, the 5th game for Maysville. Nichols to Kaufman on the left wing. 3:30 remaining in the game. Nichols looking for some help, finds Neal. Darden down low. Eric Neal lays it up and in. That's Neal, his 5th point, 2nd basket. Gator Nichols with the basketball, screened by Bob to Wesley Armstead. Now Bob, guarded by Kaufman, between the legs, crossover, a spin, putting the moves on, gets to the lane, reverse layup's no good, but an offensive rebound to the corner. Gator Nichols short on the 3 ball, and there's gonna be a foul on the floor. And they're actually calling a foul on that 3-point shot on Gator Nichols. Brady Kaufman closed out a little too strong and knocked Gator to the ground. Now Gator, 3 free throws to potentially tie the basketball game. First one is good. 2:51 remaining in this 4th quarter. It's 47-45. Tri-Valley has led throughout this basketball game. Second free throw from Gator rattles that one home. It's a 1-point game. Gator misses badly on the 3rd, and Tri-Valley still maintains the lead. Scotties will push. Another turnover. Guess who comes away with it? It's Alex Bob, and now to Gator. A chance for Maysville to take their first lead of the game. Gator Nichols picks up his dribble. Looking, finds Armstead. 2:27 remaining. Armstead drives left to Bob, left baseline. Fading away in the lane, knocks it in, and Maysville has its first lead of the game. Darden almost has the ball taken away. Neal pump fakes, steps back, 3 ball, no good. Offensive rebound and out of bounds, and it's gonna be Maysville basketball. 1:58 on the clock. And a timeout called by Tri-Valley. What a turnaround for the Panthers. Trailing by as much as 14 in this ball game. And now they lead by 1. .26 points in the game for Alex Bob, Wesley Armstead with 10, Gator Nichols with 8. Terrell Darden on the other side with 13 for the Scotties. Noah Nichols with 10. And a look inside that intense Maysville huddle. Their defensive intensity really picked up in this second half. Too many steals to count for Alex Bobb. He has been jumping in passing lanes, getting up in people's grills. Christmas came early with this basketball game, let me tell you. How lucky are we? 1:58 remaining. 48-47. Maysville with the lead and an inbound to Armstead. Guarded by Kaufman. Armstead will race it up the floor, gets doubled to Nichols. Now Bobb will take it. Darden on him. Loses the ball. Darden picks it up. It's a steal. Tri-Valley racing the other way. Nichols, jump stop, lays it in. Tri-Valley retakes the lead. 1:35 remaining. Alex Bobb crosses midcourt, will slow it down. Mano-a-mano. He's going to isolate on Darden. Crossing over, spinning in the lane, looking, almost has it stolen. He'll pull it out. Knocked out of bounds by Kaufman. 1:14 remaining, 49-48 the score. Nichols will inbound, looking for Armstead, gets it to him. 1:10 remaining. Armstead, guarded by Kaufman, left wing, pulls it out. Down to 60 seconds. Armstead to Nichols, driving into the lane, picks up his dribble. And they're going to call a timeout, Maysville will, with 57 seconds remaining in this basketball game. Full timeout. If you're joining us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, you're on Storied Rivals, really appreciate you taking the time to make us part of your Tuesday night. This feels like an MVL title game in December. The intensity inside the Dawg House is unlike anything I've experienced in a basketball game in a long time. The top two teams in the MVL last year, they split in the season series last year. Maysville has played well all season long, as has Tri-Valley, but Maysville's schedule wins against Bishop Rosecrans, Morgan, and Riverview. They put up 80 on Riverview on the 15th. A loss to Coshocton on December 8th. Coshocton with a big comeback win. 57 seconds. Out of the timeout, it's Maysville. Armstead cuts, gathers, puts it in the basket. 53 seconds. Darden off the inbound will bring it up the floor. Maysville with the lead, 50-49. Dave Brown slapping the floor, saying play defense, man-to-man. Darden looking, spinning, finds Noah short. Offensive rebound, off the front of the rim, misses again, but gets his own rebound, and he's fouled on the floor. Noah Nichols, 3 bites at the apple and couldn't quite put it down. So an inbound underneath and a timeout called. Full timeout from Todd McLaughlin and the Tri-Valley Scotties. 29.7 remaining. Tri-Valley trailing by 1, 50-49. Again, Tri-Valley led throughout the whole game up until just a couple minutes ago. Tri-Valley in control most of the night. Maysville fires back, take their first lead in the fourth quarter. Not often does that happen. Tri-Valley led by as much as 14 in this game. But Alex Bobb, his shooting, his defense especially, has brought the Panthers back. Lyle will inbound for Tri-Valley. Back to Lyle, to the corner for three. Rattles it home! Brady Kaufman gives Tri-Valley the lead, 52-50. 18 seconds, here's Alex Bob, maybe playing for the last shot. And it's stolen! Noah Nichols pulls it out, and he's fouled with 8.8 on the clock. Still some fouls to give for Maysville before free throws. Lyle inbounds to Neal, who was fouled immediately. Only 6/10 came off the clock, 8.2. And actually, it was only one foul to give. And now, if you're going to put anybody on the free throw line, it is Eric Neal, who has missed a couple in this game. This game is not over by any means. 8.2 remaining. 2 shots for Eric Neal. Makes the first. That's huge. 53-50. If he makes this, it's a 2-possession game. Huge free throw here. And he misses the second, and it's rebounded by Maysville. They're not going to call a timeout. Yes, they will. Alex Bob advances it to the front court. Timeout, Panthers, 4.3 remaining, and a chance for one shot to tie the game. It has to be a 3-ball. Full timeout called by Maysville. They're going to draw up their best play for presumably Alex Bob, unless they pull a Hoosiers moment on us and Bob is the decoy for somebody else. Again, the Panthers need a 3 to tie. Only time for one shot. But Tri-Valley led for 3 3/4 quarters. That doesn't make any sense. 3 3/4 quarters. How about that? That makes a little bit more sense. That's less confusing. I'm just so excited. If you're joining us here on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you picked a good game to watch. No one else in the area covering this game. We're all over it. And this is big time. 4.3 remaining. Wesley Armstead's going to inbound for Maysville. A shot to tie the game. Inbound to Nichols. Back to Armstead. Loses the ball. Throws it up. No good. And Tri-Valley wins it. Maysville did not get a shot off, and the Scotties win this basketball game 53-50, and an instant classic here at the Dawg House. Alex Bob had 26 points, tons of steals, but it wasn't enough. As the Scotties improved a 5-1 5-game win streak and a huge leg up on the rest of the MVL, taking down the defending MVL champion Maysville Panthers here in this December game a week before Christmas. Christmas came early. What a game. Rich Longerberger Court, the Dawg House here in Dresden at Tri-Valley High School. Unbelievable matchup. Fantastic game here. I want to plug the podcast before we hop out of here. Our Hoops, High School Hoops podcast on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. You can also watch on YouTube and Facebook, Jump Street. We're going to be talking with high school basketball coaches in the area weekly. Episodes are out with the coaches from this game. Dave Brown of Maysville, Todd McLaughlin of Tri-Valley. We're going to be talking to bunches of other coaches maybe even some players as well, but make sure you subscribe to that wherever you get your podcasts, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the Unreal highlights from this game next week because this was a banger here at the Dawg House. Want to thank all of our sponsor support as well throughout this year for our highlight videos, our live streams, and all of our other projects throughout the year. We really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The final score, 53-50 here at the Dawg House. And if you want to see us do more live streams, reach out to us at Storied Rivals if you want us to do some more. Comment, share this all with your friends and family. And if you want to, if you know a local business out there that would love to sponsor something like this, big games in the MVL, also some games in the Licking County League as well, definitely reach out. We would love to bring some value and some eyeballs to your business with you sponsoring us and providing this great service to the community, live streaming some basketball games. This one, a good one here at the Dawg House. Once again, the final score, 53-50. Tri-Valley wins, improves the 5-1, 5-game win streak, and they'll take on Hilliard-Bradley after Christmas. Maysville, their second loss of the year. Alex Bob, sensational, but just not quite enough to get the job done against these Scotties here tonight. But Will Ford signing off for now for Storied Rivals. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you all have a safe and happy holidays with friends and family. And we'll see you on the other side of Christmas Day with some more basketball content. Make sure you follow us on all the socials. Check out our Unreal highlights. And check out whenever we do more live streams of some basketball games in the MVL. Have a great Christmas. Take care, everyone.